Hello Sagittarius, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. For this reading, we're going to take a look at general messages and energies for the first 2 weeks of October. Then I'll look into the crystal for any additional information that you may need to know. We'll conclude the reading by taking a look into love and romance for both you and your partner or potential partner. So this is for Sagittarius, general messages and energies. What does Sagittarius need to know for the first 2 weeks of October? Okay, so the card that flipped out is the King of Swords, control. You have the Three of Pentacles, guidance. And you have transformation, which is death. You have the Lovers. And you have the Three of Cups. Okay. So, based on what I'm seeing here with this overall energy, the guidance is for you to make sure not to hold on too tightly to expected outcomes, with this being control. So things will be hindered, opportunities perhaps blocked or deflected if you hold on too tightly to your vision for the way things should be, because that doesn't allow for creativity to flow into your life and to bring all the blessings that positive, constructive change can offer you. So it's good to know what you want. It's good to be in touch with that aspect of yourself. And there's definitely a time and place for that. But because we have change coming in here, this is a time for you to accept the natural flow and rhythm of life and to kind of loosen up your grip on things, to relinquish a little bit of control. This is a very intense energy, very, very focused, which is a good thing. Don't let go of the intensity or the focus. Just allow that to channel a little bit more freely and loosely, and let that kind of go where it needs to, rather than where you think that it should go. Now you're coming in here with a fairly big energy. You have the Death card, so there is some significant change that's occurring within your life. That can be why you're holding on so tightly, because change can be scary. And it can be difficult to let go of what we've known for so long to be the way and to allow something new to come in. But you are being guided to relinquish some of your control and allow that change to take place, because it's going to happen, no matter what. So if you resist it, it just takes longer and is perhaps more difficult for you to come to terms with than if you were to kind of open up and embrace that energy. So this is something that is good for you. This is something that is very solid and offers you a tangible foundation upon which you can grow and build even more, achieve even more. This is rooted in the material. It can be financial, it can be a job opportunity, it can be, a change in position, it can be moving, a change in residence, but whatever this is, it is ultimately good for you. So don't resist it too much. Try to allow it to flow a little bit more freely into your life. Now, here's something completely different. We have the Lovers and we have the Three of Cups. So this is definitely talking about a romantic relationship, and there is a lot of chemistry within that relationship. This is definitely about a physical connection, and is about you being free to express yourself and feeling very, very comfortable with that connection. Now, the guidance here is to explore the emotional aspect of that connection, while still enjoying the obvious chemistry that the two of you have. This can be somebody new, or this can just be a focus on a current relationship that you already have. So it looks like you're going to be having a lot of fun with this person. This is definitely about kind of letting your hair down, really enjoying the company of someone special. And again, try to focus and balance the chemistry and the physical aspect of the relationship with nurturing the emotional side of things, because that will help you to feel more balanced and grounded, and ultimately deepen your feelings and your partner's feelings for you and for them. So those are the messages coming in. I'm going to take a look into the crystal for any additional information. For Sagittarius, the way it's coming up here, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of you, it's like you've set yourself on a particular path, and it's like you have invested fairly heavily into this path, and maybe now things are changing, and that's why it's difficult, because of your previous investment into what it is that you're doing. And yet there is a very obvious fork here. You could resist this change and continue on with what you're already doing, but based on the cards, at least consider this other opportunity that's coming your way. At least consider it. Don't completely shut that out as an impossibility, simply because of your past investment into whatever opportunity this might be, whether it's work or whatever it might be. For others of you, you may feel like you've been kind of pinned down. It feels like you've been maybe picked out or picked upon, and it's like you're being imposed on, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. It feels like you don't have a lot of freedom, like you don't have a lot of wiggle room. And if that's the case, if that's the kind of energy that you're working through, then this change card, the transformation, is going to be incredibly beneficial for you. And that's going to kind of help you get out from under that thumb that's been pushing you down and controlling you. So for some of you, it's not so much that you're in this place of control, but rather someone is controlling you or dictating what you're doing, and now you're able, because of this change, to free yourself from that. So it looks like there's kind of two ways that this could go, two different camps here. I'm going to see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, now we do have this celebration card here, and I am seeing, celebrating, some partying, some drinking. So just be careful with that. Definitely enjoy yourself, but always be very responsible when it comes to that. And do try to practice some moderation. Don't go over the top, especially if you're trying to impress somebody new. You don't want to go making a fool of yourself. So enjoy There's lots of fun to be had, but do it, responsibly and maturely. So those are the crystal messages coming in here for you. And we'll take a look into love and romance. I mean, obviously we do have a focus on that because that's coming in through your general. So this will give us a little bit more information on that. So for Sagittarius, love and romance for the first half of October, what does Sagittarius need to know for love and romance? Okay, so your overall energy, you're coming out here with the High Priestess, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. And your partner or potential is coming in here with the Fool, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. Now these are kind of troubling energies, but let's talk through this and see what's going on. So you're coming in here with the High Priestess, which is very, very strong, fairly independent, not completely. Definitely you're appreciating a connection and you're appreciating guidance, whether it's intuitive guidance or if it's guidance from other people. But it's ultimately you filtering that through your own experiences and perspectives. So this is a very in tune energy. It's also in tune with the feminine, whether you're male or female. It's being in tune with that very creative, nurturing, and emotional side of yourself. Now you have the 5 of Pentacles and you have the 4 of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with a disappointment or a hurt. It's not coming up here as like a full-blown, broken heart, where it's going to take ages to heal and repair, but you are coming in here with disappointment, some bruises, basically bruises on your heart that are going to need to be healed, and you need to take the time to reflect on what you've learned in order to prepare yourself for something new. This can be something that you've been dealing with already. You may be well on your way to, healing yourself and getting back to feeling normal again. For others of you, this could be something that you're currently experiencing or will be experiencing. I get the feeling that this has happened before, like very, very similar. Because I'm drawn to this reflection. So it's like you're looking back and kind of reflecting on a past relationship and thinking, wow, I've done this before. This has happened to me before. And how can I learn from this? How can I avoid this again in the future? Because it's not, it's not a comfortable place to be. That's not for everybody, because some of you do have a partner in the picture, and this can be somebody new. So for some of you, this is well in the past, and you're now able to move forward to something new, to someone new. Because we had the Lovers and the 3 of Cups and the general messages, this is a very intense physical connection, lots of chemistry, sparks are flying, all that kind of thing. So this does feel like it's very new and exciting, and indeed your partner's coming up here with the Fool, which is everything that's fresh and exciting and tantalizing and all that kind of stuff. Your partner is someone who inspires you to take a risk. They're coming in here as Page of Wands and Queen of Wands, so very fiery energy. This is a wonderful compatibility with yourself as a fire sign. So they could be a fire sign, or they're just very, very compatible with you. And, you know, fire is all about passion and chemistry and physical attraction. So that's definitely highlighted here. And it may be the focus of the relationship right now. That may be all that you can really experience with it. But keep in mind that the guidance from the first part of the reading was to also allow the emotional connection to be nurtured. So you don't want to focus on the chemistry to the exclusion of you know, a heart chakra connection where you're very emotionally getting to know one another, because if it's all about physical, that won't thrive long term. It'll fizzle out. So we want to make sure that there's balance. If this is someone that you genuinely like, then make sure that you put in the effort to keep things balanced with this person. Let's just see if anything else is coming up here. I mean, other than this person being a lot of fun, I mean, enjoy. It looks like this is very light. It's very freeing. It's definitely good for you considering where a lot of you have come from, where there's been hurt and disappointment, and reflecting on mistakes from the past. You may have been feeling down. You may have been feeling sad. So this new person coming in is really going to, you know, reignite your passion, spark your interest, get you excited about, you know, relationships and love all over again. So it's a good thing. So enjoy this. And I think those are all the messages coming in. So I'm going to conclude the reading at that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found these messages helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed the reading. So I will see you again in a couple weeks for the next 2-week forecast. For the middle of October. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So take care of yourself until we see each other again.